just listen to that howl. Oh, you guys, look at our timber wolves. I feel so bad for them. They just lost their matriarch, and we actually have such a sad exhibit for them. Every time I look at them, I am filled with shame and sadness and sorrow. But our beloved timber wolves, who have been a long lineage of a pack for now, actually are pretty content. They could use some better food, and they would actually like some new toys, but otherwise they're doing really well. However, we are going to need to step in and give them a little bit of help now. A diseased animal is discovered. Oh, jeez. Alright, that's because the water quality was really bad. I know. I know. We're gonna work on it. Let's call the vet. We'll get that taken care of. Hang in there, Apricot the Bongo. But we need to step in and take care of our wolves really quickly over here, because they are going to want to have a pack. They're going to want to start having puppies and to carry on their legacies. And right now, everybody is kind of related, I think. We've got Jannar, who is actually Allah's father, and we've got Flip, who is her brother. Hey there, Flip. Oh, that's her dad, Jannar. And I think the time has come to allow both of them to go ahead and find new territory, so that instead we can have Allah become the alpha of their area. So let's go ahead and do that. Jannar is going to go and possibly look for a new territory and a new mate in another zoo. Flip, I think, let's actually put him in the trade center for just a second. But I think we might actually have Flip be released to the wild because he is quite healthy. And let's come over and see. I was looking at like pygmy hippos because we had Apollo to try to put on the market. But today, friends, we're going to go ahead and see where our timber wolf family might be able to go. Is there... Oh, there is such a handsome male just waiting to say hello here. Oh my gosh, there's several males. Alright, let's go ahead and adopt this guy. Gazan. And we'll move him on in. And while we wait for him, we're going to try to make this a little nicer. Oh, geez Louise, something is definitely happening with our pandas. Alright, Alejandro, are you stressed? You're doing better. You're doing better. Now that you feel you're not so exposed. Alejandro really prefers, both of the Alejandros really prefer not being where they feel people can see them, which is interesting. I don't think Galapagos tortoises really care. They kind of are the epitome of I don't care when I'm hanging out with them. But oh geez, we'll take care of his welfare in a second. Oh geez, I really wanted to focus on the wolves today. It was truly in my heart. Well, okay, oh, multiple animals. Oh geez Louise. We're having a hard time. What's everybody's problem in here? I was going to focus on the wolves for a hot minute and then show everyone the awesomeness that happens to be the gorgeous new turtle research center that we still need to populate. Alright, who is having a hard time? Alejandro, that's because you're like 2 feet tall. And you need to learn how to stay in spots that give you a little bit of privacy. Let's see how he feels about that. You're hidden away, Alejandro. You should feel that stressed. Here, let's move him over here. This spot seems to be pretty good for the tortoises for some reason. Come on, Alejandro, you can do it. Alright, so he is starting to feel better. We actually have a very chill Amelia the flamingo. We're actually going to release her to the wild because she doesn't happen to have the genetics that we are looking for when it comes to the Golden Lake flamingos. Dolores, the Brazilian pink tarantula, is not doing so well. So that's because she has 1.5 million siblings over here in cobwebs in the attic. So we're going to go ahead and send them all to the trade center really quickly. My goodness, we're having to rush left and right and center to take care of the animals as usual, but that's okay. And we're gonna grab a gold quality female, maybe Dolores and Manuel, and put them back in here in the attic. And everybody else we can sell. Holy cow, we're just like sitting on top of Rubik, Weddingville. What are you guys doing in there? You guys shouldn't be in there. Alright, send to the trade center. Rubik, Wedding Veil. You two may be very old, they're 20-year-old spiders, but those two need to stay in the attic because they have gotten us so many gold little babies. And we're going to sell all the rest of them for $11,000. Not bad a report from our spider keepers in the village, right? Alright, is that everybody? Small Alejandro. Or are you big Alejandro? You are big Alejandro. And you are now no longer feeling so stressed. Okay. Everybody is good there. Let's go back over to our wolves, where we can celebrate the arrival of Gazan! Look at him! Oh, he's so cool! What a name, too. Oh, he's really big! I think he's gonna be he's really big, actually. He's got 91 percentile on size. So he is significantly larger than Ala. Wrong, please don't interbreed. Oh, these pangolins are so interbred. We're gonna have, oh geez, wrong, no! We've got to fix the pangolins. That's gonna be at a tea ceremony event that we're going to be having come up soon. So hang in there. But I think we finally managed to put out the fires on a lot of things. And I did want to spend a little bit of time with the wolves. I hate everything about their exhibit. I wish that they had everything set up better, but I have plans. And I'm going to show you the beginning of those plans right now, my friends. And that happens to be over here with the glorious, the absolutely beautiful, the completely lovely Darwin Breeding Center for Galapagos Tortoises. And you may wonder what that has to do with wolves, but hang in there for a few minutes and I will show you. However, this center is just so cool. It's up on the Steam workshop right now. I fell in love with it. We finally have added it on in, and it's just perfect to be able to move our Galapagos tortoises that we want to be breeding into and have people walk in and start admiring all of the education that they could gain from this. Okay, Alejandro? Speaking of the Galapagos tortoises, this is Bebe Alejandro. You know what, Alejandro? Little tiny Alejandro. You're supposed to be able to be fine in here. Is it the people that are stressing you out? Let's move little tiny Alejandro into Rainforest Secrets then, because the others seem to be doing fine in here. And we'll see how that works out for him. Speaking of Galapagos tortoises, this is going to be the beginning of our modern research section of the zoo, which I am so excited about. We are going to start being very careful in breaking up the entire Zoodesia Zoo into themed zones so that they start making a little bit more sense. To the left, we are going to start putting in fields for rice paddies and tea pavilions. We're going to have cherry blossom forest and bamboo forest and mountain ranges and a lot of little village builds as well that are going to sprawl over here to the left, eventually probably peaking in some mountains that will have a bunch of snow on top of them, and hopefully have a ton of our poor Japanese macaques return to us once more. And then over here to the right, we're going to make a temperate forest that will sprawl upwards to the north. It will border the eventual savanna that we're going to be adding in, full of giraffes! And eventually it will come up into a Arctic zone. Then we're going to have, right down here in the middle, beginning to make its way up to the north and over to the west, we're going to end up having the modern research zone, where I will finally have a chance to play with so many of the stunningly awesome blueprints that are out there on the gallery. That are a little bit more of a modern take. So we'll have like Asian section, we'll have like campy sort of cabin section, we're going to have the African sort of section, and then we're going to ease our way into having this lovely like modern section that's really going to focus on some of the amazing modern builds that I keep finding that are more about like glass. I mean, look at this. Look at this gift shop. That's amazing! We'll have that section pop here. And I've been thinking about this a lot. Like, I wake up thinking about this to try to figure out the layout of the zoo. And I realized the answer is mountain ranges, waterfalls, and rivers to start creating physical barriers and distinctions between all of the sections of the zoo. So what does that have to do with wolves? Well, I want to put down a mountain range that will actually kind of curve from here. So like the top part of this over to here and start blocking off the temperate zone where we're going to have a little bit more mountains kind of just curving this way, and then a gigantic river that will cut through this direction and begin to build up the temperate zone. And once we have that designated, I can start working on making the temperate zone and making it nice for our wolves, which I'm really looking forward to. Also, I really hope they add beavers. I would be tickled to pieces if they would add beavers. But all right. Phew, that's the layout of the zoo that I have in mind. And I'll mention all of the special things like the tea ceremony and the cherry blossom festival and like the summer camp later. Look at all this beautiful rain. But for now, I would really love... Whoops, water treatment failed. Call mechanic. For now, I would really love to go ahead and play in the breeding center today. So we're going to move our Galapagos tortoises into this breeding center and make sure that it works for them and get a keeper like taking care of this. And we're going to give you guys a little tour of this whole place and what I have done with it and see how that works out. Because none of the animals need any care right now. Huzzah! Finally! Oh, thank goodness. Also, we're gonna get a new tortoise, because why not put in the other giant tortoise and get a new animal into this section? So let's go ahead and grab the Galapagos tortoises we have. Callisto, Calipe, Aldo, and Thalia. And actually, I wonder... Let's see if we can find an Aldo the second. I think it'd probably be... I actually think... Wait a second here. Galapagos giant tortoise. Filter. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? There are no healthier Galapagos giant tortoises. The heck? Alright. I guess we're gonna get Aldo the second from our own Galapagos tortoise. And or you know what? Let's just go ahead and we're gonna let the trio, Callisto, Calipe, and Thalia, and Aldo go ahead and have more babies. And let's add them in right over here. So they're gonna be moved into this area instead. And we're gonna try to set it up so that guests will be able to walk in here and view information about them. And that the tortoises won't escape. That's also a big thing. Alright, let's settle on in. Gosh, look at all this rain. I'm gonna have a sip of tea. It's gonna be pretty once we get this set up. I can feel it in my bones. And while we wait for them to be moved, let's actually try working on that wonderful, wonderful waterfall. Oh, I can hear the wolves howling. Yeah, we're gonna try beginning the break, I think right about here. Oh, I can't see a thing, but it'll be okay. Oh, that's so pretty! Oh my gosh! Oh, I love it! Oh my goodness gracious. And then we're going to... Let's break up this mountain range. We're gonna like copy half of it. Ah! Okay, we're gonna do our best to copy half of it. That might be a little tricky. Can I... Duplicate selection? No, I don't want to duplicate in advanced mode. Alright, I think I might have to manually work my way through all of these rocks, which really sucks. But that's okay. It'll be hopefully worth it in the end. Oh no. Obi-dobi, I clicked too early, and that's the result we got. Alright, what happens if we just duplicate the whole thing again? Let's grab this, and then can I just, like, delete a section of it? The problem is then we have, like, a waterfall that's just out in the middle of nowhere, because I just really wanted, like, the path to sort of curve. Ooh, I wonder... Yes, that's even better. That's even better, you guys. Look at this. If I put it like so, then we end up creating a whole mountain range where people have to walk through to see the tortoises now. And it creates like this little hidden mountain range that with a bit of effort we can cover and maybe even expand just a tiny bit to continue to break the zoo up into different sections. That actually looks amazing. Holy moly. Let's do it. Now we just need to get down here and open this section up. Alright. Oh, and somebody destroyed this trash can. How rude. We'll fix that. Alright. And a couple more boulders out of the way, so that people will be able to walk through here no problem. Some really cool tree roots that will be hanging down for them to see. I love it. I love it. That's even better than I was imagining. We'll come over here and maybe we can move the... We can actually move the path rather than move that whole rock. Alright, move this. Excellent! See? Jade's about to have another baby! Oh, the pygmy hippos. I'm so glad. Their population has struggled and suffered so much due to habitat loss and hunting. Who would look at that precious little butt and think, I want to eat that? Hang in there, little one. Alright, Jade, if you have a baby, I think we'll name this one Zeus the Second or Jade the Second. And I'm so excited about the new mountain range. That's going to be really nice to continue to set up. We'll take off some of the tropical plants on one half and switch them to like temperate looking plants. Maybe make a nice lake. Look at that little yawn! Oh, hello, little itty bitty. It's a girl! Okay, she's gonna go ahead and be Jade the Second. Welcome! You're really teeny tiny, which is really adorable for a baby pygmy hippo. And she's extremely healthy, which is fantastic news. Oh, you guys. Oh, I have such a soft spot for those little ones now. Alright, all the animals are still okay, which makes me really happy. And look at this! I feel like we're making some real progress now that we're building some, like, geology into what we can expect out of our world. And to make this kind of fit in a little bit better, what we'll do is we'll start coming in and removing some of the trees on this side. In fact, let's go ahead and do some of that right now. That stand out as super hyper tropical on the back, and we'll replace it with bamboo so that it looks a little bit smoother to us. All right, let's come this way, and then maybe a couple more from up here, so that it kind of blends in with this side of the whole like zoo better. And on this side, once we remove these tropical plants, we can sprinkle in a few of the temperate, and that will help it blend in with the temperate side of our zoo. Very nice. Ooh, I really like this, guys. This is going to be so much fun. And we'll remove a couple more, because we'll have so many tropical things elsewhere. There we go. And Riza is stressed. Riza, we actually need to release you to the wild because you also don't have the genes we're looking for in that area. Huh, it might be flamingo catching day pretty soon. And I don't know if you guys have seen that episode of the Zoo San Diego, but flamingo catching day, when they need to catch the flamingos in order to do their weight assessments and to do any like research on how they're doing, is hilarious. You basically grab the flamingo, tuck them like a football into your arm, and you pin their legs so that they can't get ya. They're so freaking cute. Alright, Queen Blush. Look, if you're feeling a little shy, you have plenty of other places you can go in the entire area. And Antonio is about to mature, so we have some maturing tortoises. I might have to pick from those guys for our Galapagos tortoise area. But this is so exciting! The rise of a new mountain range and the rise of a new section of the zoo that'll be kind of more modern. It's definitely going to be very organic as we peer through the rain and try to see where the heck we are. I plan on putting a huge cherry blossom field over here with a certain animal in the center, just so you guys know. We're actually going to be redoing the entire panda area on all sides pretty soon. And we're just going to carry on with all of these upgrades. But let's see how our tortoises are faring in the brand new exhibit we've added them into. And we're taking a nap. Calope, Talia, Aldo. We'll take him off contraceptives too. I actually think what we'll do, we should pick one of the Alejandros. And we should allow one of the Alejandros to mate with the other healthy females. We need to pick healthier females. I think we might have to get into the details of some of our Galapagos tortoise genetics friends. Also, where's our other tortoise? I have no idea. We're gonna figure it out. But we're gonna need to like get into the details of like what is Antonio's. Antonio's is silver, see? And so I feel like, unfortunately, all of the others are his siblings. Huh. Yeah, getting ourselves some higher quality tortoises might be a little tricky, but we will make it work. Thalia's about to mate! Oh, she's so excited that she's off the contraceptive. She's like, let's go ahead. I definitely want to go ahead and there we go. We're gonna have a bunch of little tortoise babies. Look how happy she is now. She's expecting babies just like that at 72 years old. 72! And she's expecting babies. That's kind of amazing. Oh my gosh, where's our last tortoise? Ah, there we go, hanging out in the rain, playing in the sprinkler. It's Callisto. She is so happy. Look at this. Nourishment, meal quality, hydration, drink cleanliness, everything except for enrichment, which is kind of hilarious because, oh, I wonder if these are too high. I think that was too high. And they couldn't reach it. And here's a keeper coming in to check on everybody. Excellent. Keeper is, who's wandering about in Tiger Falls, taking care of everything. Let's train him. Oh, so good. And a guest has walked in. He is inside the tortoise exhibit. Oh, that makes me really happy. All right. Let's go ahead and set the educational filters. There we go. Galapagos giant tortoise. Galapagos giant tortoise. We've got some flamingos about to mature. Let's do deforestation, amphibian crisis, and population fragmentation. Traditional medicine. Yeah. It's a little bit of a sobering educational thing to walk into, but very important. Galapagos giant tortoise. Excellent. And otherwise, they have a ton of toys, so I don't know why they're complaining. Maybe if we take some of their toys away, they'll be novel again. Alright, and how's this guy? I would like to see what he thinks about life. Avery Prince. This place is almost great. He got to walk in the exhibit with the Galapagos tortoises, which I think is amazing. The poor Amazonian centipedes barely have any room. Uh-oh. Drillbit, what are you up to? Let's come in here and move him to the trade center really quickly. And we're gonna have Drillbit and Rivet carry on with all of the babies they've been having. Oh geez, and somebody destroyed our bin. I think we might have to take a moment to go through and do like a security check of our whole zoo. We'll have to see what we think about that. Yeah, alright guys, I am super excited. We have the rise of a great mountain range that is, I hope, going to lead to the rise of happier wolves and a better layout for the entire zoo, which will result in happier guests and happier animals. It's still going to be a ton of work, but I am looking forward to tackling it next time. And very soon here, celebrating a cherry blossom festival, which will be quite exciting and quite the upgrade to our zoo. We will carry on with our adventures next time. If you guys could, do please leave a like for our lovely Galapagos tortoises, who I am beginning to worry I didn't know they could roam over here. I hope they don't roam all the way outside. That's going to be a little interesting. We'll see how this works. And And if you guys would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.